Wow, I look horrible. Well, I mean, I got a lot of cleaning done, so at least I got that going for me. Um, I just really started thinking about my ex-boyfriend Benji, so I want to talk about that for a while. He was great until he wasn't. Um, Basically what happened is that I moved in with Ben, who is not Benji, by the way. Ben and Benji are completely different people. But it felt hard for me, or so I thought. And he told me that I was his girlfriend until I wasn't. And it all went downhill from there. I mean, when we were together, it was great. We were joking. We were doing drugs together, which was not so great. But, I mean, we were together and we were against the world, and it was just us against, like, the people who wanted us to conform, and we were strong until we weren't. And it's weird that I think about him because I really don't. Like, it's not something that's like, oh, yeah, I really miss what we had, because it turned out that he was a liar and basically a pedo. It's just really gross to admit that I was so into somebody who would do that. But, yeah, I mean, what happened is that I had a falling out with my friend Jeff. And basically he told me, don't call me, I'll call you. Which means that they're not gonna call you. Don't kid yourself. When somebody says something like that, they're not gonna reach out. They're saying goodbye. But they're being really dishonest about it. Which sucks. Jeff sucks. He's not a good person. I might get to him later. But anyway, so I was at the Mall of Georgia when I met Ben, not Benji. I I want to clarify because their names were both Benjamin, but Benji is not Ben. Ben died. Actually, he accidentally OD'd on some pills and basically died of a heart attack. He was in his 20s. He was an amazing person. But Benji, we got along really well. And I don't know what happened. It's just one day he just started pulling away from me. Never figured out why. And it's like I knew something was wrong, but I didn't want to admit it to myself. So I kept on coming up with all these excuses with why it was okay that he was treating me like shit, because he really was. I mean, he, compared to the way that he was before, and for no reason. Like, if he said, hey, I just need some space, that would be cool. But he would do things like pull away from me. He would call me names. And it was just weird. And then I found out that he'd been lying about me. That he had said that I'd said a bunch of shit that I never did. Which, like, he's... The things he said made me sound like a psycho, which is something that keeps on popping up in my life, where people will accuse me of doing really bizarre shit that I never did. And It's like the thing, you can't defend yourself against something that you have no proof didn't happen. Like, he said that I talked about slitting people's throats. And I mean, I've said things like that in a joking way that was completely obvious that it was a joke. And if anybody took that seriously, they were completely ridiculous. You know, I mean, like, you get upset, you're just like, well, just gonna slit their throat. But no, the way he said it, apparently people thought it was very serious. And I don't remember saying anything like that to him, but maybe I did. But if I did, it was a joke. And the fact that he didn't realize it is, you know, I'm kind of glad that he's out of my life. But, yeah, for some reason I started thinking about him. So I decided to go for the whole therapy thing. I don't know. I'm not gonna make this video public for a while, I'm sure. But it's something on my mind, so I thought that I'd get off my chest. Thanks for listening. Bye.